Good morning, students. In the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power of n, the coefficients of three consecutive terms are in the ratio 1 is to 7 is to 42 given. So let us say r plus rth term, that is ncr minus 1, r plus 1th term, that is ncr, and r plus 2th term, that is ncr plus 1. These are the coefficients of rth term, r plus 1th term, r plus 2th term in the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power of n. In the question given, their ratio is given as 1 is to 7 is to 42. Then he is asking to find the value of n. First of all, I will find out the value of r. You know how to find out r value. R value is nothing but 1 plus r2 divided by r1 minus r2. With the help of this, you can find out the value of r. But what is r1? R1 is equals to ncr divided by ncr minus 1, whatever you will get. That is nothing but 7. That is r1 value. Similarly, r2 value is equals to 42 divided by 7, that is equal to 6. Now substitute here 1 plus 6 divided by 7 minus 6, 1 plus r1 minus r2, 7 minus 6, that is equal to 7. We got the value of r. Now ncr divided by ncr minus 1 is equal to 7. So we know n minus r plus 1 divided by r is equals to 7. Now r value we already got 7. So that's why n minus 7 plus 1 divided by 7, that is equals to n minus 6 is equals to 49. Therefore we are getting the value of n is equal to 55. So this is another question one of the student asked in the earlier Zoom class as a doubt. Though it becomes a lengthy, this is another way we can do the same question, little bit easy way. So we have to find out the coefficient of x to the power of 11 in this expansion. Now I can write this one as 4ca into x square whole to the power of a. In this the general term. Next here the general term is 7cb into x cube whole to the power of b. Here the general term is 7cc into x to the power of 4 whole to the power of c. That's why we can write that one as 4ca into 7cb into, not 7 here, 12cc. Now 12cc into x to the power of 2a plus 3b plus 4c, right? He is asking the coefficient of x to the power of 11. That means this 2a plus 3b must be 3b plus 4c must be equal to 11. So we are taking 2a plus 3b plus 4c must be equal to 11. At the same time we have the conditions: a value less than or equal to 4, b value less than or equal to 7, and the value of c is less than or equals to 12. First what I am doing is I am taking c is equal to 0. When c is equals to 0, what are the values of b? So b 0 not possible. Why? Because c 0, b 0, you are getting a as a fraction, not possible. That's why I am taking b is equals to 1. So b is equals to 1 means you will get the value of a is equals to 11 minus 3 by 2, that is equals to 4. Next, if I am taking c is equal to 0, next b is equals to 2 I am taking. If you take b is equals to 2, 11 minus 6, a value 5 by 2 you will get, not possible. That's why next I am proceeding for b is equal to 3. So 11 minus 3, 3 into 3, 9. So you will get the value of a is equal to 1, right? Next I am taking c is equals to 1. When c is equals to 1, we can take b is equals to 1 and a is equals to 2. Similarly, there is no other value for c, b, because we are taking c is equal to 1 means it becomes 4, b is equal to 1 means it becomes 3. 4 plus 3 is 7, right? So now if I am taking here b is equals to 2, right? 6 plus 4 is 10, 11 minus 10, 1 by 2. That's why there is no other value of B. Next I am taking C is equals to 2, then the value of B is equal to, C is equals to 2, 8, B is equals to 1, 3, 8 plus 3 is 11. So that's why we are getting the value of A is equal to 0. That's all. If you are taking B is equal to 2, not possible. C is equal to 3, we are getting more than 11. That's why these are the possible values. So we can say the coefficient of x to the power of 11 is equal to 4c 4 into 7c 1 into 12c 0 in the first case, plus next 4c 1 into 7c 3 into 12c 0 in the second case, next 4c 1 into 7c 3 into 12c 1, sorry here 4c 2 into 7c 1 into 12c 1, and the last case 4c 0 into 7c 1 into 12c 2. This total sum is the coefficient of x to the power of 11 in this expansion, right? So this is the next question. In the expansion of 1 plus x minus 3x square whole to the power of 12, he is asking sum of the coefficient. Suppose this expansion is like this: a0 plus a1 x plus a2 x square plus and so on plus a24 into x to the power of 24, because x power 2 whole power 12, the maximum you will get 24. So he is asking sum of the coefficient, that means a0 plus a1 plus a2 plus and so on plus a24. That means we have to find out a0 plus a1 plus a2 plus and so on plus a24. How to get this one? If you put x is equals to 1, you will get sum of all these coefficients. Similarly, if you put x is equal to minus 1, you will get a0 minus a1 plus a2 minus a3 plus and so on plus a24 you will get. If you add these two, you will get a0 plus a2 plus a4 plus and so on plus a24 value you can find out. If you subtract these two, you will get a1 plus a3 plus a5 plus and so on. These values we can find out, right? In this particular question he is asking to find the sum of the coefficients only. That's why here put x is equals to 1, then you will get 1 plus 1 minus 3 whole to the power of 12, that is nothing but 1, because minus 1 whole to the power of 12 you will get, that is 1 only. In this question what he is asking, a plus b whole to the power of n, the sum of the coefficients is given as 4096, then what is the value of n? To get the sum of the coefficients, we have to put a is equal to 1 and b is equals to 1 also, right? So if you put a is equal to 1 and b is equals to 1, sum of the coefficients you will get 2 to the power of n, that is given as 4096. Now we can write 4096 as 2 power 12. That's why we can write the value of n is equals to 12. So he is asking to find a0 plus a2 plus a4 plus and so on, a1 plus a3 plus a5 plus and so on. So what I am doing is put x is equal for finding a0 plus a2 plus a4 plus and so on, nothing to do. Put x is equals to 1, next put x is equal to minus 1, add those two, divided by 2. So that nothing but 1 minus 1 plus 1 whole to the power of n plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, because in place of x we are substituting minus 1 whole to the power of n divided by 2. So we are getting the answer as 3 to the power of n plus 1 divided by 2 is the answer. Whereas for finding a1 plus a3 plus a5 plus and so on, what to do? Put x is equals to 1, next put x is equal to minus 1 and then subtract. That's why you will get f of 1 minus f of minus 1 divided by 2, that is equals to same 1 minus 3 to the power of n divided by 2, because this is when x is equal to 1 substituted, this is when x is equal to minus 1 substituted, but we have to subtract. That's why 1 minus 3 to the power of n divided by 2 is the answer. So this is another question you can observe. This is the information given here. He is asking a0 minus a2 plus a4 minus a6, a1 minus a3 plus a5 is asking. a0, a2 before minus symbol is there, a4 plus is there. What is I power 4? 1. What is I square? Minus 1. What is I power 6? Again minus. What is I cube? Minus I. What is I power 5? You will get I. So this is the basic information to proceed this particular question, right? So observe here what I am doing. Put x is equals to I. If you put x is equals to I, what we will get? 1 plus I square. You know I square is equal to minus 1. So you will get here a0 plus a1 into I plus a2 into I square plus a3 into I cube plus a4 into I to the power of 4 plus a5 into I to the power of 5 plus a6 into I to the power of 6 plus and so on. This simplification we can write I square is equal to minus 1 plus 1 cancel. We are getting I to the power of 10 is equals to a0 minus a2 plus a4 minus a6 plus and so on. I hope so everyone followed. a0 not involving I minus a2 not involving I plus a4 because I power 4 is equals to 1. I power 6 is equal to minus 1. That's why all the real terms are written here. Plus next you see I into, because here I taken common, that's why you will get a1. You know I cube is equal to minus I, that's why you will get minus a3. You know I to the power of 5 is equal to I taken common, that's why we will get a5 minus and so on. But now what is I power 10 value? I power 10 value is equals to, come on, I power 10 is equals to I square. I power 10 value is nothing but I square. I square is nothing but minus 1 plus I into 0 we can write. Left hand side the real part is minus 1. Right hand side the real part is this one. That's why I can write this particular value is equals to minus 1. Left hand side imaginary part is 0. Right hand side imaginary part is this one. That's why we can say this value is equal to 0. So this is another question. Sigma I is equal to 0 to 10. 10ci into 20c m minus I is a maximum when m is equals to. Okay, first of all we will try to simplify this summation. That we can write it as 10c 0 into 20c m minus 0. Next one is 10c 1 into 20c m minus 1. Next 10c 2 into 20c m minus 2. Next 10c 3 into 20c m minus 3 plus and so on. Finally 10c 10 into 20c m minus 10. Observe here, this sum is equal to m, sum is equal to m. Here also sum is equal to m, whereas this sum is equal to 30, sum is 30. Here also sum is 30. Here the sum is m. That's why this total we can write it as 30cm. As you know, NCR is maximum when R is equal to n by 2. If n is even, but here n is even, to get this value as a maximum, the value of m must be equal to 30 by 2, that is equals to 50. So these are another type of questions. 1 by 1 factorial into 9 factorial, 1 by 3 factorial into 7 factorial, 1 by 5 factorial into 5 factorial, plus and so on, plus 1 by 1 factorial into 9 factorial. Now what to do this one? Observe here, multiplying with the 10 factorial, dividing with the 10 factorial. Then I can write 10 factorial by 1 factorial into 9 factorial plus 10 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 7 factorial plus 10 factorial divided by 5 factorial into 5 factorial plus and so on, plus finally again 10 factorial divided by 1 factorial into 9 factorial. Right? I hope so everyone followed. So this is nothing but 10 factorial divided by 1 factorial into 9 factorial. Here it is 10 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 7 factorial plus and so on. Now what we can write this one as 1 by 10 factorial into this, we can write it as a 10c1. The next one we can write it as a 10c3. The next one we can write it as a 10c5 plus and so on. The final one is 10c9. The sum of the odd binomial coefficients here, that is equals to 1 by 10 factorial into 2 to the power of 10 minus 1. I hope so everyone know this one. So that's why you will get 2 to the power of 9 divided by 10 factorial as an answer. Because earlier we discussed C0 plus C2 plus C4 plus and so on is the same as C1 plus C3 plus C5 plus and so on. So that is the reason. Now this is another question. Here I am taking 1 by 81 power n minus 10 by 81 power n is multiplied with 2n c1. 10 square by 81 power n is multiplied with 2n c2 plus and so on. Now here what I am doing is 1 by 81 power n taken common. Then we will get 1. 1 can be written as 2n c0 minus 2n c1 into 10 to the power of 1 plus 2n c2 into 10 square plus and so on. Sorry, actually minus you will get and so on plus 2n c2n, right, into 10 to the power of 2n. Now we can write this one as 1 by 81 power n into, this is the expansion of 1 minus 10 whole to the power of 2n. So that is nothing but minus 9 whole to the power of 2n divided by 81 power n, that is equals to 81 power n divided by 81 power n, that is equals to 1. So this is the next question. He is asking this summation we have to find out up to m terms. Observe here, sigma r is equals to 0 to n minus 1 whole to the power of r into nc r into 1 by 2 whole to the power of r. The next one is sigma r is equal to 0 to n minus 1 whole to the power of r into nc r into 3 by 4 whole to the power of r plus again summation r is equal to 0 to n minus 1 whole to the power of r into nc r into 7 by 8 whole to the power of r plus and so on. Now this is the expansion of 1 minus 1 by 2 whole to the power of n, right. Next one is the expansion of 1 minus 3 by 4 whole to the power of n. Again the next one is the expansion of 1 minus 7 by 8 whole to the power of n plus and so on. Now this we can write it as 1 by 2 whole to the power of n. Next 1 by 4 whole to the power of n. The next one is 1 by 8 whole to the power of n plus and so on up to m terms. Now check, this is in GP of m terms. With the first term is equals to 1 by 2 whole to the power of n, and the common ratio is also 1 by 2 whole to the power of n. that is the way to proceed. Okay, so but here we have to write the number of terms is equals to m. First term is equal to 1 by 2 whole to the power of n into 1 minus common ratio power number of terms into by 1 minus 1 by 2. Just I applied a into 1 minus r to the power of m divided by 1 minus r, where a is the first term and r is the common ratio. Simplify this one, you will get the answer as 1 minus 2 to the power of minus mn divided by 2 power n minus 1 you will get. Sorry, here the common ratio is 1 by 2 whole to the power of n is the common ratio. So right, this is the another question. We know with usual notation CR is nothing but NCR and AN is equals to sigma R is equal to 0 to n 1 by CR. Then he is asking this particular value. Let us say this is equals to S. Tell me what we can write. S is equals to 0 divided by C0. Next we can write 1 by C1. Next we can write 2 by C2. Next we can write 3 by C3 plus and so on. Finally we can write n by Cn. Now the same S how I am writing, observe, n divided by, that means the last one I am writing the first, n by Cn can be written as C0. Next what I am writing is, because the term before this is n minus 1, so n minus 1 divided by Cn minus 1 can be written as C1. Next n minus 2 divided by Cn minus 2 can be written as C2 plus and so on, plus the last one we can write 0 divided by C0 we can write Cn. Just reverse we are writing. Okay, now add these two addition you will get 2s is equals to n plus 0 divided by C0, next n divided by C1, next n divided by C2, next n divided by C3 plus and so on. Finally also you will get n divided by Cn. Now if you take n common, that is nothing but sigma r is equal to 0 to n 1 by Cr, but in the question this is given as an, that's why we are getting n into an. Therefore the value of S is equal to n into an divided by. So here this is the information given. Yes, this one we know. He is asking to find this particular value. Then if you take C0 common, then what we will get? 1 plus C1 by C0. If you take C1 common, 1 plus C2 by C1. Next if you take C2 common, 1 plus C3 by C2 and so on. Finally if you take Cn minus 1 common, we will get 1 plus Cn divided by Cn minus 1. I hope so everyone know this particular standard result. NCR divided by NCR minus 1 can be written as n minus r plus 1 divided by r. NCR divided by NCR minus 1 is equal to n minus r plus 1 divided by r. So I can write C0 into C1 into C2 into and so on, Cn minus 1 into 1 plus C1 by C0 we can write n minus r plus 1 divided by r. Next C2 divided by C1 we can write this one as 1 plus n minus r plus 1 divided by r. The next one also here, NCR divided by NCR minus 1 we can write that one as 1 plus n minus r plus 1 divided by r. If you continue like this, finally we can write this is r and this is r minus 1. So n minus r plus 1 divided by r. So this further simplification is C0, C1, C2 and so on, Cn minus 1 into this is nothing but 1 plus n divided by 1. The next one is also you can observe n plus 1 divided by 2. The next one you can see n plus 1 divided by 3, and so on. Finally also we are getting n plus 1 divided by n, and so on, right? So this we can write it as C0, C1, C2, and so on up to Cn also we can write. Why? Ncn is equal to 1 only. That's why here we are multiplying with 1. Is there any effect? So C0, C1, C2, and so on, Cn into n plus 1, n plus 1, n plus 1 is there how many times? N times. That's why n plus 1 whole to the power of n divided by 1 into 2 into 3 into and so on n. That we can write it as n factorial, right? So all of you observe here another important idea I am discussing. Suppose we have x minus a into x minus b. What we can write this one as? X square minus x into a plus b plus ab. Suppose we have x minus a into x minus b into x minus c is there. We can write this one as x cube minus x square into a plus b plus c plus x into ab plus bc plus ca, sum of the product of the terms taken two at a time, right? Minus a into b into c. Observe here, three brackets are there. No doubt the highest power of x is equal to 3. The next highest power of x is 2. To get its coefficient, we have to add a plus b plus c. Next, the next highest power is 1. To get its coefficient, sum of the product of the terms taken two at a time, that means ab plus bc plus ca value. How to find out this one is nothing but a plus b plus c whole square minus a square plus b square plus c square divided by 2 or not, because ab plus bc plus ca is nothing but a plus b plus c whole square minus a square plus b square plus c square divided by 2. So with this basic idea, just I want to discuss one question. Observe here, x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 into and so on x minus n. Total these are n brackets. No doubt, tell me what is the coefficient of x to the power of n. X power n coefficient is 1 only, because the highest power is 3, its coefficient is 1 in this example. Now the next highest power is coefficient of x to the power of n minus 1. To get the next highest power, that means here we can take it as n is odd. Okay, so the next highest power is n minus 1. To get its coefficient, we have to write minus of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on plus n, right? So to get the next highest power coefficient, this sum only, minus of a plus b plus c only. Next again we want to find out the next highest power. That means if you want to find out the coefficient of x to the power of n minus 2, then what to do? Sum of the product of the terms taken two at a time, 1 into 2, 1 into 3 plus 1 into 4 and so on, 1 into n plus again 2 into 3 plus 2 into 4 plus and so on, right? That means sum of the product of the terms taken two at a time. How to find out that one? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on plus n whole square, just like this, minus 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus and so on plus n square whole divided by 2. You will get sum of the product of the terms taken two at a time. So more we are going to discuss on this idea in our double sigma problems. Okay.